What's up, everyone? Welcome to our first week of streaming as Team Card Advantage. For all of our viewers from previous watching TKF Tuesdays, as always, it's the same time slot. Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. We stream for about 2 hours. Me and Steven, occasionally other teammates join. But thanks everyone for joining and waiting in the room. Today we're just gonna be playing some classic constructed. It's gonna be a little bit low key. We have nationals coming up, so I'm not trying to go too hard. But I am playing Bravo at Nats, and so I figured it'll be good to practice Bravo on stream. Additionally, the Flesh and Blood or the Talishar people implemented a cool new feature where you can spectate with hands revealed. So I'm using that to stream right now. I can't zoom it in anymore, sadly, because the elements get a little bit weird. But hopefully that should be pretty good. I am player one. I forgot to log in before the stream, and obviously Steven is Z to B as always. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can go ahead and get
I
started.
noticed this time. Yeah, this time it's on my side of the screen, so you're gonna be seeing Viscera be the quote unquote player here.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and if there's any issues with audio, we've both been messing with settings a little bit. Let us know, and I can easily raise or lower one or the other's audio.
my opponent has AB1. I could push here or set up. I think I push one damage, and be happy about it. So I will do that. Wait, that's not correct. Cancel that. I can't push one damage and do everything else I want to do. I have to do this, and this, and this. But I want to arsenal this. I don't want to arsenal this at all. So maybe I become happy with pushing in one damage. Sure. I'm going to do that.
Blue Mauvrian.
Yeah, and I create
that definitely lets you push damage.
I think I don't swing Rosetta here. I think I want to keep the rune chance floating for when my opponent is actually losing cards. Or, you know, these aren't real cards that my opponent is spending because he gets to draw up. So there's no reason to swing Rosetta here and lose the rune chance I have available. Better to save them, I think, than do just one damage.
Yeah, either you chip one damage or you bank 2 damage for the future, and I think banking 2 damage for the future is a lot better.
I agree. And you blocked with a Rouse the Ancient, so Pog.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not really concerned with saving raw damage effects for the Viscera matchup. I'm just digging to get more disruption.
Yeah. Trying to see how this caster mode thing is. Like, how laggy is it from when I do my turn and stuff like that?
I think it's pretty quick. Yeah, this isn't really that great of a card, but it does ask for 1 card plus equipment or 2 cards. Not chipping honestly, much damage, but still has to be respected.
My hand doesn't do much, so I'm fine with taking 1 damage. And returning nice. Returning with a similar question that needs to be answered in a similar way.
Yeah, so there is 2 rune chance plus CNC coming at me.
What's up, Omar?
What's up? Feels way too early to give Crown of Providence to protect my arsenal. I don't like blocking with Spinal Crush here, so I can either take 2 rune chance and block 6 and come in with a hammer for 6, making a seismic, or I can block the 2 rune chance with the blue, block CNC with 2 cards, and then hammer for 4. In the first scenario, I take 2, deal 6. In the second scenario, I take none and deal 4. But in the first scenario, I have a seismic, so I'm actually gonna go with that one. Because
I wonder if I can. How awful are the elements when you zoom in? Because your hand is particularly small.
Yeah, I'll zoom in by 1 here, but it makes my hand overlap with the graveyard, which is unfortunate.
Or the banished zone. Okay.
Or the banished zone.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I would I'll shoot a message to the Talishar people, see if they can change that up. Because I think that with the zoom that you had at 100, I believe
Yeah.
that you can make your hand a little bigger. I think you can make
Yeah,
the
we'll try to
elements a
mess
bit
with it.
bigger.
Yeah, so on my turn, we're just gonna remake Seismic and Hammer for 6.
Hmm.
The Viscerai Bravo matchup really can get into the late game grind, and saving that Spinal for the late game is okay considering I do have a nice card in Arsenal for future turns. So overall, I only chipped 2 damage to do this, so I think I'm okay with this.
Yep. I have another kind of weird hand that doesn't do much. And I need to be saving the my powerhouse cards to do a good effect, but I'm trying to get, if I don't draw a blue, what am I gonna do? I should double check. I
Who's
have
in
the
a better
ability to double
position right
check
now,
this.
Dash or Fi?
Oof.
That's a good question. I personally, I think they're both pretty strong. Like Fi just won UK Nats, Dash won Canadian Nats. You can have a pretty good amount of skill expression with both of those heroes. With Fi, the onus is on you to not get fatigued by the Guardian or by Oldhim and not get disrupted too much by Bravo. But with Dash, you have to be able to have a very good hybrid plan to be able to beat the Guardians and the aggro decks. So I think they're both pretty good options. Okay, so I'm happy to see you pitch a Revel and a Rune Flash to just come in with a Rune Chant. Oh, you're not coming in with a Rune Chant.
Got a weird triple
So,
red Gorganian toe hand. Yeah.
oh, I see. So the Gorganian, you played the Gorganian, and that made the Rune Chants. Okay, so
Yeah. So I'm keeping a rune chant for later. I haven't had any of
yep.
those special Viscerai Fuse hands right now where I go Mob, 2 cost, swing Rosetta. So I'm not doing any of the really normal Viscerai turns. So I'm just using my hands for valuable damage and just do consistent damage. I got another hand without a blue, which is unfortunate. CNC.
So, we have a good chunk of disruption here.
Yeah,
we're okay
I'm guessing this is
taking
gonna be
4
pummeled as
damage
well.
considering you spent 3 cards to do it, and yeah.
Yep. I'm thinking about the pummel here. If I block 6, and you pummel, then I lose kind of everything, and then I can just kind of swing Rosetta, and I think that might be okay. I think I learned that because you have Tectonic, CNC play with a blue, it gives you so much value because you're banking that resource that you would have floated for next turn, which is super great. But CNC by itself can be a pretty awful point value trade. I think that's what I realized from the video coming soon. It might be CNC might be awful point value wise, but begs to
I mean,
know.
when you don't connect with it, the point is that you at least made your opponent attack you with 2 less cards. So
yes,
see, I'm not playing CNC to chip damage. I'm playing CNC to slow you down so that I can do better effects and force them through.
Yes.
And then if I ever can follow it with a pummel, of course, it's a little bit degenerate and strong.
Yeah. So let's see, you got the pummel. I think I'll take I'll take the 10, just to try to adjust my turn cycle a little more. But it's kind of awful right now.
There's some merit to not pummeling there because I'm at least getting a card, but that makes me keep a card in hand, which is very not good.
Oh, you don't have an arsenal.
Wow. Yeah, I have no arsenal. You have to use. You want to undo this or do something else?
That was.
I guess you could.
Yeah, that was just. There was no good thing to do there, and if you pummeled, I think that if it was a tough call, because if you didn't pummel, this was fine. If you pummeled, maybe I need to think about that whole sequence a little bit more, but this is not good. Two of my favorite gamers. Oh,
Yeah.
Pierre, thank you so
I have to
much.
say, of all the damage you do to me, Command and Conquer when I have no arsenal is fine with me when you spend 2 cards.
Yep. Okay.
So we're
So
gonna do
finally,
some Dominate Spinal moment. Pretty good.
finally, we have something. So am I willing to give up equipment here? No, because we're in this kind of same situation in which no go again. You don't have pummel, so we're just kind of trading damage here until one of us decides to do something egregious. But we're both pretty patient
Wow.
players, which 3 CNCs kind of in a row here. So no more CNCs for me. But I
Time
am
to be
threatening
greedy.
my opponent is being greedy first. We did it, kids.
Dominates Crippling.
Dominate crippling.
Yeah, so we have to get the equipment out of the way eventually. You're being patient with it with the Spinal and the CNC, but I have to take some damage to get it gone eventually. Maybe it's not great to take my equipment as well, but being able to dominate this basically forces a winning turn cycle or destroying equipment. And even if you have a direct in Arsenal, you have to give me it's at least one piece of equipment unless it's a red unmovable.
So I am going to do that, and I'm going to put away actually this card in my hand because I don't know when I'm going to be able to use it, and I do have this sync, which I sync for a better card. I could go that into that into that.
It's always nice to be able to block with the Providence and have a sync that you know you're going to follow it up with anyways, just to have double chance to fix your hand.
Yep. I could just not. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a waste. I really want you to give me as much equipment as possible with this one. So it's possible that I put this away and I attempt to get a different card for it. Yeah. Or I think the clean one is to put this one away. Just in case. Pog. Okay. So we have options. We have options. We have a lot of options. Yeah, you probably go Oath. We're gonna discard a non-attack to get ourselves a better attack, which is Shrill. Then we're gonna Mauve. Then we're gonna Shrill.
Red, Mauve, Red, Shrill.
Yeah,
pretty
which is
good.
the most annoying one. Yep.
Yeah, so let's see.
So fixed it. So yeah, I had 2 attacks there with Rattlebone, so the crown allowed me to get rid of some unsavory things. Yeah, I believe it was pretty good. The crown removed the read the runes for Oath, and then the sync removed the attack for the non-attack that I needed to switch it out to the good stuff. So pretty happy with that. Oh, blue.
Oh, I think I may have made the wrong choice.
No.
This was incorrect. Sorry.
Oof.
I'm gonna take this back. So I think
we're good gamers.
What needs to happen here is go back one more.
Do you need me to undo? Do you need me to do the whole turn?
Yeah, if we just go back to the beginning of the turn. So I was gonna try to use Staunch Response, but I'd rather save my equipment. I'm gonna rotate a card into Arsenal here, knowing that your next hand is gonna be only 4 cards random off the top. Obviously there's a chance that they're 4 good cards, but it should give me some space to cast the card that I'm about to arsenal. And so I'm going to lose a little bit on this turn cycle because the Rosetta is going to chip in, and I'm going to block with this card. But I'm saving my life so that I can pivot using this card in Arsenal once I draw another disruption card to follow it up with.
Fair. That is fair.
Yeah, so I was tempted to just cast my disruption right off the bat. I would have to take a little bit of damage for that, but it's better to chain disruption when you know you have a follow-up. Okay.
Very true.
So, Rune Flash, and you have to pitch your
okay.
whole blue, but you do have a Tunic counter up, which is okay. So I think this is our moment. We're going to use equipment here. And then we're going to take the Rosetta to the face.
Fair.
Very happy that you didn't have Revel. And then we're going to cast our Spinal Crush.
Also, I will mention that I'm not sure I'm using the 100% sideboard situation here.
Oh, okay.
Wow, this hand is this hand insane enough for me to not block this?
Not block it.
Sorry. Is it insane enough to use my equipment for this?
Yeah, you're going to give a 1/3 block plus all 3 equipment. That's very scary for me. Or if you got lucky, you could give 2 equipment plus sink below.
How hard can I go with this? I could go that into that. I could also just go that into that into. I can do threaten some stuff plus bank some damage. If I give you my equipment right now. It's a little scary. I could also maybe keep creepers and give you Tunic. That always feels bad because you never know how many turns the game's gonna go. But if I'm planning to not go past 3 turns, but you have enough disruption that I feel like you're gonna. So this is definitely a call. Definitely a call. I could do this, and then I go this, and then it'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I won't do any of that. Alternatively, I could do this, and I could go this, and then just not swing Rosetta. Is that value? But then, like, it kind of takes another card from your hand. If you don't want to let me, so, or I could do this, and then that'll take another card from your hand. It'll use my. I'm gonna go. Go White Phoenix Flame 5 seems to be getting worse stats because of more Guardians and Icelander, right? Yeah, very likely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the aggressive plan here, but yeah, that's very likely.
Yeah, I think Guardian is pretty strong into the go wide Phoenix Flame deck, but you have a good amount of opportunity to adjust for that. Like you can run a couple D reacts, and negate the bigger Guardian turns.
I'm gonna go really aggro in this situation, and I'm gonna bank a lot of damage / threaten some more stuff. So I'll play Mordred, and this is gonna be really interesting. Do I go like this? Because this is already. If I go like this, it's more of an annoying breakpoint. So I'm gonna make a rune chant, and then I'm gonna hit you with the Dread Triptych.
Wow. Okay, so the state is that there's 3 arcane coming at me, plus
there's
Dread
4
Triptych.
arcane coming at you.
Oh, there's 4 coming at. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
4 arcane, Dread Triptych, and then it's gonna be follow. This doesn't. Does this have go again?
No.
Okay, so if I take the arcane, you're gonna get 2 more rune chants, and if it hits, you're gonna get 2 rune chants. So there's a pretty good argument for trying to block the arcane. but I can't do both. So you're ending your turn without an arsenal, and
Hmm.
I have a pretty strong turn myself.
Okay.
I'm almost tempted to take the entire thing. So taking the whole thing would involve taking 4 arcane puts me to 12, 4 physical puts me to 8, and then that's going to give you 4 more rune chants. You're going to have 7 on your next turn, which means rune chants will be lethal. So I probably need to at least block one of those effects. It sucks having to block both because I won't be able to disrupt at all on my turn.
Yeah. So
So
I'm
I
giving
think
you
I'm
a
gonna
question here.
sure,
Definitely. That's why I took a damage in that way
yeah,
of really in the aggressive route, because I'm giving you an option. I think both of them are they're really close too. It's hard to
yeah.
say. It says opponent has disconnected.
I'm reconnecting. I had to refresh because I got frozen. Okay, so
So this
um
should give me 2 from, yeah. So I have total 6, and if you take this,
yeah.
I'll have total 8.
So I'm gonna avoid giving you. Oh man, it's getting laggy.
Getting laggy? No.
Yeah, I'm refreshing again. I'm gonna avoid giving you the on hit effect because that one was more efficient for me to block than the rune chance. Because blocking 4 rune chance, obviously, none of my equipment can block rune chance. But
Which is also why I did it that way. I made
yeah,
the rune champ from the grass with the Arknight shard to get 4, which is a really awkward thing, instead of doing
yeah.
2.
So
Ish.
my, I, yep, there we go. My crippling crush
So
is now guaranteed to hit, which is
yeah,
pretty good. You do have 6 seismics, but this is going to
it's
be a lot
seismic.
of
So true.
space or six 6 rune chance. Hopefully this gives me
Okay.
some space. I have let's see, one more crippling. The spinal's on the bottom. So I honestly don't have very much disruption, but this should do a lot considering it's guaranteed to hit and it's going to get
Mm-hmm.
you into range where my hammer starts mattering. So
Yeah.
that's what I am hoping to do with this maneuver.
So if we take 11 and go to 3, there's no guarantee that the cards that we keep are going to be good. So I think I have to block with a card, lose 2 cards, and then see what happens. Um, I think I want to save the life total because the disruption he has is like kind of winding down. There's one more pummel that would suck a lot. Um, in this case, and I think I'm not going to attack just because it's really not worth it. Um, the there's 2 cards that I could keep that are like whatever, but yeah, this is
Okay.
probably the best case scenario, sort of.
So Sonata and Spellblade were discarded.
This is kind of the best case scenario. So now I'm just like continuing
Oh, that's
the
insane.
Rune Chant train.
Okay. I have a very funny hand. I was waiting for these to come
This
back
could get
around.
pummeled.
Yeah.
This could get pummeled. Um, if I block, well, I'm obviously gonna block with this. Get another stack on my negative
Oh yeah,
counters.
of course.
Oh, and now I have a really great return. I could block 6. I could block 4. If I block 4, my opponent just did did not seismic at all.
Correct.
So it's funny. So it's a 10. So I do have to block. I do have to block at least 5. And I
This is a
could.
very interesting moment in time, I have to say.
Yeah. So if I block like this, and I block, yeah, I just can't block 4. And he said that cards return, so maybe I could have been paying attention to the pitch deck, but
No, this is not the pitch deck yet.
oh, you're waiting for these cards to.
Yeah, these are just they're cards that I have not seen yet in my deck.
Sure.
This game.
There's only one red pummel. Do I play? I think I can't. I have quite a good return. If I don't play around the pummel, if I do, if I do play around the pummel, yeah, I'm gonna play around it, and I'm just gonna be super safe.
Okay.
Because I have a fine return.
This is probably the
This
most
is your
absurd
favorite
thing
play.
that could have happened.
This is your favorite play.
Yeah. So I've been waiting all game to find the sigils, but now you know they're in my deck. But I knew that was gonna happen. I was as I kept getting more and more hands
boy.
without sigil, I was like, dang, these are gonna clog me up. But I'm actually okay here because they let me bluff and oh wow, this is big.
here's lethal.
So
Here's lethal.
yeah, 9 rune chance and 9 physical, and
Yep.
you have 1 card in hand.
So I'm fine with this. Just blocking 6, and my opponent kind of like won
So
a little bit because they use all their hand in a good way. I'm still threatening. I need my
so if I
opponent
go to
just
9
down.
and then block 6, it would put me to 6, and then I come back and threaten lethal with hammer.
Yep.
Or I can go to 3 and give a Terra Sunder. Or I can be very, very insane and go to 1. Which does not... No, I would go to 2. This is 9 and 9, right?
9 and 9.
I would...
Return, double sigil. Yeah, double sigil's been... That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Sigils are pretty good.
I have to try to think if you would have seen... Yeah, Chris and... Yeah, I think you guys in the chat know what I'm thinking about doing here. It requires me going to 2. If he doesn't have the sink below an arsenal, it wins me the game. And if he does have the sink below an arsenal, it still rips all but 1 card. But the problem is it puts me to 2. At least I will have 1 more sigil in the deck to find. But I don't know. And you're ending this turn with no rune chance, right?
No rune chance, card and arsenal.
Okay, so let's see.
What's Jacob gonna do? YOLO, pretend it's bliss.
What am I gonna do?
These people are so funny. I'm doing the aggressive plays because that's what the chat wants, not because I'm bad and maybe I'm a little bad.
Man, I'm so tempted to go to 2 here, but like I'm also very, very tempted to just do block 6 and then send hammer. Blocking 6 and sending hammer, it's just a lot more safe considering I still have sigil and it's going to be a while before that other spinal comes up. I do have another crippling in the deck, but I'd rather not get blown out by this sink. Greedy plays are good content. All right, man.
Plays are good content.
All right, I'm gonna take. All right, we're just gonna do it. We'll do it. Hopefully, I didn't miscalculate any numbers.
If you block.
We're gonna go to 2. Here's another thing. I get blown out if you Sonata. You go Creeper's Sonata and reveal all of your. You reveal 3 arcane.
3 arcane.
Yeah, 3 arcane.
That's impossible.
But yeah, that does seem impossible. So.
So I think you're chilling.
Yeah. I think I agonized over this play for way too long.
Pummel.
Yeah. So if you block with a card from hand and you have the sink in arsenal, Pummel puts you down to a single card, which Rosetta, but also, and you would be at 2 life. So Rosetta, Rune Chant Rosetta would rip 1 card for me and I would go to 1 and then I would have a 3 card hand. But if you do not have the sink in arsenal, then I'm pretty sure I just win.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. What can I get? What can I get?
Oh, then again, I guess if I overextend with Pummel and you do have the Sonata, you could kill me when I have no resources floating, which would be very awkward.
Yes. Haha, yes, that would be kind of funny. Haha.
Damn, he has the Sonata, doesn't he?
I think I'm pretty sure I did the math, and
you're currently taking 6.
You have it no
Okay.
matter what.
I have no reason. Now you're not blocking with an attack, so you can't even cast Spellbound Creepers.
Very true. I don't think there's anything. I don't think this deck has Sigil or anything like that. So I'm just gonna lower this card, see what happens. Yeah, it's exactly. That was great. That was great.
Wow.
That was great. I think greedy
All right.
was correct.
Thanks, chat. Thanks for the advice. winning the game and being greedy.
Yeah.
Nice.
You only get this space if you block. I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree that I think you have to go.
I think in the early and mid game, over blocking is correct because you save your life for more pivots later. Oh, by the way, I want to point out, literally, I blocked that Rosetta for 2 instead of hammering for 4, and you being 4 life lower wouldn't have mattered there, but me being 2 life higher did matter. So,
yes.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. I think also
right.
the.
I submit a rematch request.
Oh, but we need to re-sideboard.
Oh yeah.
Which probably means the spectator's gone.
Yeah, the spectator screen is white, so bear with us. We're gonna reopen that when we get into the lobby. But
I'll go second this time around just so we can alternate.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Want to go second?
Yeah, Viscerai going first is definitely way better. You get to bank rune chance, free damage,
true.
But then again, Bravo gets to dominate on turn 1. So
very true.
Kind of fair and balanced, I suppose.
What did I do last time? I removed these? That doesn't seem correct. Removing Lead the Charge Blue doesn't seem correct. I don't know anything about what the sideboard plan is supposed to be here, which is the worst part about doing it. I am using the winning Viscerai, or no, sorry, third place Viscerai list by Alex from UK. And I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it. Rattlebone seems great. I love Rattlebones. Plus,
just pitch a blue to do Mavri and Shrill Rosetta. It can't be that hard, right?
So true, so true. I think we go read the runes instead of Runeblood Incantation, even if we're going second. Because read the runes is cool. No, I think that the thing is, if you go second, you go Incantation. If you go first, you go read the runes. So I'm gonna do that.
Makes sense.
I think that's the onus there. What
FaB deck? I think the FaB deck. Oh yeah, go for it.
Were you gonna answer that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be the UK national winning FaB deck. So it's gonna be Kodachi with a bunch of other cool stuff in there. Ouch. This hand.
All right. I think we have to enable caster mode both times.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Nice.
I think it's one of those settings that is not account-based, which makes sense.
First. Very insane opening hand.
Oh, no. I'm going to get first turn.
I can deal 4 and cause disruption, but then I don't have a seismic, or I can seismic and literally Arsenal pass and be pretty much happy with that.
Nice.
I value having the seismic because it makes the card I'm arsenaling very easy to cast, although 4 extra damage on turn 1 would have probably been nice as well. Katsu equals Kodachi, FaB equals Katana. The Kodachi list is very interesting. It's harder to block out for not Oldhim, but at least from Bravo's perspective. These 1 damage attacks are very annoying to block out when you're threatening Mask on a 1 damage attack 2 times per turn is quite annoying with like the double strikes and stuff like that. Seems pretty strong.
I think we just set up some rune chants. This hand is not aggressive. I could just also go there. Make you take, again, kind of take 2 cards. Let's try it. Don't love it.
Oh.
But it's just this.
So, no go again.
No go again.
Can pay 1.
It's a really
paying 1. It's not a mortar turn, so paying 1 stops 1 damage now and 1 future damage.
Correct.
Which means that my card only got 2 points of value. Or, as well as blocking only stops 1 point. And you didn't even play
Kodachi 5 blocks
non-attack.
better.
I think we're literally just
see.
going to ignore this because you spent 2 cards on it.
It blocks better? Let me take a look. This Kodachi Fi has Sink Pillows. And that's it. I don't know about blocking better. Oh, has that all you got? That's cool.
Yeah, so use 2 cards and you get 6 value out of it, which is pretty good. But
Yep.
I'm going to...
I used 3 cards technically, unfortunately. I mean, I guess if you... I don't know what you're counting exactly, but I used 3 cards for this play, which is really bad.
3?
I made a
Oh,
rune
you pitched
with
2.
Grasp
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
so that's
Arknight.
even better with me.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so now I got... My 3 cards had 4, 5, 6, 7. So, you know, it's fine.
Yeah. You'll make up for it, I'm sure, on some 12 damage 3-card hands as well. 16 damage 3-card hands.
We did what we had to do. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And if you did an Arsenal Sink Below, which I think there's a pretty good chance you didn't, then you get punished.
Yep. Don't have a lot of options for myself. But I don't want to use armor this early. So I think I'll block 3, accept the life, and then next turn I'm probably just gonna Rosetta. So if I were to pick a card that I want to keep in my deck, that one's not one of them, so it's fine. I'm gonna get bopped here, and I swing Rosetta and just do some damage. Cool. Cool. Swing Rosetta.
This is...
The old 2 and 2, 1 card.
This is weird.
Set it up. Not bad. But that's not really the true value of the cards. If it makes Jacob think or even a little tilted, you know it's busted. Never try Kodachi Fi, maybe I'll try it. It's a good idea to test out the list, especially if you want to build your own Fi deck. It's always good to just practice what's out there that's doing good, see if it meshes. But I think Flesh and Blood really rewards you for playing the deck that you're most comfortable with.
This is very sad, because I have to block with Crippling, but I think it's the right thing to do math-wise.
Nice.
Because I have another one to cast, and it's not dominated. But I really did not want to give Crown of Providence to bottom my Arsenal. I'm also realizing that this card in Arsenal gets blown out the most by a D-React from my opponent, so I need to get it out soon. I'm pretty sure his card in Arsenal right now is not a D-React, but he might rotate one in, given that there's 3 in the deck, and he'll have seen 12 cards.
Yep. I think I give equipment here just to not get crush, and then just return a simple attack. And we're just trading life pool here. Parity is fine. Yeah, it's not dominated at least. I wish I could keep this hand, but I'm getting disrupted. And there's no way to keep it in a reasonable way unless I give creepers. But I think it's, again, way too early to just give all the equipment in a card just to go... Yeah, I play that. If I give that card and all that, I play that. And then I don't do it. I make a rune chat, do that. And that's just like returning 8 as well. And that doesn't seem very good, especially giving all my equipment and the amount of disruption that my opponent will eventually have. I think, but I'm comfortable with giving 1 equipment here. And yeah, I'm just gonna return with some basic stuff, putting a Storming Goombarrel in my graveyard's not bad, so I traded some damage there.
Oh, that's fair.
And I do 2 for technically 6 here. Not super value, but it's some value. I could have used my Tunic to make a rune chat. I don't know next time I'm going to use my Tunic. And that would have used full 7 value, sort of my cards. Tunic is also nice to do those breakpoints, but it's fine. No hit effect, just like setting up a 2 for 6. Some evasive damage. Evasive damage is very interesting. This one can go 13 different ways. I think I'm going to use my crown here.
How many red disruption attacks does the blue man run? We are running, in my deck, 3 Command and Conquer, 3 Crippling Crush, 3 Spinal, 3 Red Pummel, 3 Blue Pummel, and Blue Terror Sunder I would consider disruption, and that is about it. This is not a very good turn cycle for me.
Nice.
I'm realizing I should
Uh,
have casted this card for my arsenal instead of crippling. While I knew that you didn't have a D-react in arsenal, it is much worse now.
so let's see. We can do a lot of things depending on what we grab. So we got that. I think I'm even going to go as far as pay into the Sonata. Ooh. Just to ensure that we see something. But what do I even want to see?
Nice lightning embodiment moment.
Yeah. There's not a lot that I can see that can be useful in this situation. There's only one card right now that I can see that'll be okay. And given that, I'm not gonna bank on hitting, so I'm gonna go 0 here. And we got the card that I wanted. Damn it.
Rune Flash, Shrill,
I mean,
Mauvrion. Nice.
It is
Ooh,
the old
Rune Flash.
Flash.
That's perfect.
Yeah, Rune Flash. Rune Flash is actually super perfect here.
Okay, we're definitely going to be blocking Arcane here, so I'll go ahead and pitch my 2-block right away to get that started.
We also get a Rune Blood Incantation.
3 non-attacks.
Yeah, 3 non-attacks, so we're non-attack gaming over here. I could have pitched an extra card, but I actually want to put the... That's fine. So this is fine. This is fine. Do we have enough resources to... No, Rune Chant would have cost 5. So here is Yield Rune Flash. After all that is said and done.
Okay, we're going to accept this.
And
what are the chances that you have a meet and greet? That'd be kind of crazy.
I should have pitched a different card, actually. Because that could have been more value.
I need to get this card out of my arsenal, and it's going to cost me some damage, but I think I need to accept that. And this doesn't have an on-hit effect, at least, so it's also fine. If you do have a meet and greet, I have backup to deal with it.
I don't. I have a Revel, though.
Revel is pretty good.
So I just get to threaten a lot of damage here.
Yeah, you're ending your turn with a card.
Yep.
But
Jacob,
I've accepted the fact that I need to get this card out of my arsenal badly. Jacob, ask Cody. I'm too dumb to play on FaB Online. You're not dumb. If you're arsenaling a sink below here, then it's very good.
It is not a sink below.
Okay. That's surprising because we haven't seen any yet. So that's at least something good for me.
Yep.
FaB Online took me like probably 2 or 3 games, now known as Talishar.net, to get used to the interface, but I really like it a lot.
Yep. Me too. So we can't give all the equipment and everything here to stop the damage. So if I take 7, what can I return with? What can I return with? I can return with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it worth it to return for 5 by taking 7? Possible. If I block for 3, I'll return for nothing. And you kind of get to keep a hand. I think since we have the tempo, I think we have to take the 7 and return what we have available to us. I can even go... Yes, and I think we want the guaranteed return. So I think it's fine. So definitely not casting this other Revel, unfortunately.
Oh, beautiful. Get that out of here.
And then I'm going to make a Rune Chant from Blood Incantation. So this is going to cost 3. So it's not going to work that way. So it's going to be this. That's another. So it's not super threatening. And I'm not going to have an arsenal. So it gives more onus to my opponent to just not... not block. But I think it's fine if we get our opponent down to like a life threshold. And I get some Rune Blood Incantation, so that's good. TTS lets you feel the game a little more.
Have go again?
No, it doesn't. TTS lets you feel the game a little more, but Talishar is just so convenient. I agree. I'm a big fan. I miss playing with like actual cards. I think that's the big one. I think I just have a lot less opportunities to do so. I also work from home, so Talishar just allows that. And I don't know, the people who wanted to get more reps but were unable to get people to play with just get a boost. And I know like all the pro players just keep saying like, oh, yeah, I've cracked the Hunger Games on Talishar or something like that. It's like insane.
Yeah. All right, we need to
Card
be not doing literally nothing with our turn cycle, so I'm gonna sack my Crown of Providence here to bottom my arsenal. Do I draw
hooray.
into a red attack? Damn, did not. At least the nice
Hooray.
backup is Buckling Blow, like is like something.
It is
But
damage.
I hate this.
So I'm looking for my nice triple Viscerai hand. Oh baby. Baby, baby. You have good stuff.
Yeah, so Buckling Blow, I make a Seismic, not threatening Pummel here, but you give me one. You have to give me one card, or you lose a point of equipment, which kind of is relevant.
It's
kind of.
it is kind of.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I have a really good return following up now because I was just being patient with my life total, so now I can take this life total damage to try and send back a lot more. But it's one of those weird hands. Okay, my hand has Become the Arc Knight, right? So it's one of those weird hands like Become the Arc Knight. Do I have to pitch it or do I play it this time around? There's just a lot I could do with it.
I heard you're just supposed to Arsenal to become the Arc Knight so that your inevitable all non-attack or all attack hand can be smoothed out eventually.
That's fair. That's fair.
Also, you still haven't seen a sink below, and we're like
I still have not
probably
seen
halfway
Sink
through the
below.
deck, which is sus.
I didn't.
I feel like
I
maybe you
didn't-
have one now.
I didn't cite them out. I promise. Hands would become our infinite possibilities. I agree. So let me take a swift moment, to think about this hand, because I can. The only way that I can use that card, but I can threaten 7,
Boston.
8, 9, 10, 11. It's a lot if I use to become the Arc Knight. I threaten a lot less if I don't, which is my gripe. So I'm definitely letting this hit. You can take 7 health off of me. That's
Sweet.
fine.
Yeah, it's not really a winning trade for me.
World first Buckling Bow hit trigger.
That's literally so true.
So that's 2 rune chants for me. Very cool. So I can.
Yeah, that rune chant factories over there are actually doing work.
Yeah, I can instead thread a little bit and put the Become in the arsenal to kind of fix my next hand. But Jacob probably has a disruptive attack now. No crippling crushes? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm out of cripplings. I only have spinals and a couple tears and red pummels.
I can protect against the spinal. So I think the stream always wants me to go super aggro. But you're at 15. I'm not even threatening lethal with it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually, I'm exactly presenting 15.
But I have
you can just give
equipment
armor.
live.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so you have equipment live, so it doesn't really matter. But I am at 12. 12 is kind of low. Factories pumping. The factories do be pumping. They do be pumping. Okay, we're always playing red mauve. Let's go. Let's lower my possibilities. Here. We're always playing red mauve. Now, okay, gamers, to become or to not become? That is the question. I am Viscerai Runeblood. Will I become the Arc Knight today?
Jacob forgot that equipment and cards can block. No, if anything, I forget sometimes that cards can attack.
So true.
Blocking is my favorite activity in Flesh and Blood. It pained me really hard to end that last game by going to 2 with no equipment live and having a chance that I didn't kill you.
That is not a Jacob move. I play a certain way knowing that my opponent is Jacob.
Yeah, these are the types of plays though that I would have to do at Nats, so I'm glad that I took that risk and saw that it could pay off. You only had one sink below left in the deck at that point in time, so
I'm
seems
going
very...
to 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm gonna save the become. It's not a lot of damage. I'm gonna go for one more final push next turn. So I
Blue
chose
Spellblade Strike.
So I chose the calm, the calm attack.
Okay, block this guy
Instead of
for
the aggro
3. And then what I can do is...
Give
this
armor.
does have go again, right?
Does have go again, and it has red mauve attached. You can see it in the effects table.
Yes. So I'm going to block this with equipment to be efficient.
Yep, makes sense to me.
Then you're gonna come in with Rosetta, I assume.
Rosetta. Yep. And it's kind of weird evasive damage.
Target the Rosetta with my Oasis Respite,
Woo!
so therefore it's not evasive after all.
Woo!
We're gonna pay for 2 rune chance. I didn't gain a life off of it, which is a little bit sad, but I didn't really have a chance.
Your resource usage is
it just
great, though.
Hold on, I need to undo the Rosetta Arcane.
Oh, because you went to Rosetta Arcane? Oh my god.
I want to pay for the rune chance instead.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to go to this turn.
Alright, it's fine. At least we know the line now.
Yeah, we know the line.
So what happened was I paid for these.
Just use Respite right now.
No, the problem was just that I didn't
I know what you did.
Yeah, the problem was that I paid for the Rosetta Arcane when I didn't need to.
Very true. I'm saying you can still Oasis the Rosetta right now. It's like that's a legal play. So
yeah, that's true. After all, we'll just do it.
Just do it next time.
I guess while we're at it, we'll just remove the chance for me to cast instants at all and do this.
Oh my god, that's kind of funny. And now it creepers.
That would suck. All right, so I should be taking 0 from this. Nice, and then I block the rune chance. And I take 1 rune chance, sadly. Take no physical,
Whatever.
And then on my turn, I'm gonna Arsenal pass.
Nice. Okay. I need to find my push available. Oh, this is good. This is great. It's a good hand. Enter.
I have 2 more sigils in the deck that I need to wait to see.
It's a very good hand. And I can get another Rune Chant Factory popping. I love that.
Oh no.
I could
more Rune Chant Factory. Rune Chant Factory is like goated. The card's so good. It's insane.
Yeah. So I am gonna get a Rune Chant Factory popping.
Rune Chant Factory is goated with the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what color? You cast a yellow shrill or a yellow mauve. You're attacking me with a red shrill.
Yep.
And 3 rune chants and tunic after this.
I believe it's only 3 total rune chants. Yep.
What's happening is I'm going to do some more greed.
Oh no.
0, 0, 0. 1, 2, 3.
Knows my arsenal.
Pass and sink. Oh, do I?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, I said it out loud.
No, I guess it's become the Arc-Knight, but...
So he knows I don't have a...
Yeah, but...
So sad. He's playing the game.
I meant to sink below my spinal, actually.
Do you want to go all the way back?
Nah, it's fine.
Okay. CNC.
I would have gotten a seismic out of it, so if I draw a spinal next turn, then I can BM about how I didn't sink, but if I don't draw anything that the seismic would have mattered, then I can be like, that's what I meant to do.
For sure. Take 10. Yikes. This is pummel, 100%.
How many games do you win with less than 3 life? Yeah. Flesh and Blood is great like that.
Ooh.
Games come down very close to the wire.
I can't even block 10 very well and have something to do, which is why I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm really regretting not making a seismic, but maybe I would have drawn into a red anyways, and I would have rather kept that in my next hand.
I think I blocked 3 even. Save that 3 extra life and only take 7. My opponent is gonna be able to do a lot.
The mini game of seeing how many counters you can add to your Grasp of the Arcanite.
So true. I think it's not doing it anymore. I think it's staying at -2, which is sad. Greed is always the answer. I could take 10, and then I just again kind of don't return something amazing. I do get an arsenal. I still no sync belows. So I'm gonna get like flooded with sync belows next hand, I promise.
That's true. Yeah, but they're gonna be right in time for my other spinals to show up. I kind of wish your arsenal was a sync below right now, so that CNC would be better.
Do I take 10 is so much. 10 is I go down to 2 and then you just
claim victory? Damn. You're too quick.
Yeah, got him. Got him. So I'm gonna block just for 3. I think I'm gonna take a lot of damage, but we'll see what my opponent does.
Okay. Chris says he thinks block 6 here is the play.
I think block 6 here is the play. I would like to hear more thoughts on that. And the fact that the opponent very likely has a pummel. I would like to hear
see, this
more.
would be so good if I had a seismic, because then I could almost just not pummel here and save it. I think I'm gonna
because
do
you
it.
forgot to sync. Yeah.
This is just too good. It's just too much damage, and I have more red pummels in the deck. I have Terra Sunders. There's I think a good chance I draw into something good next turn.
The thing is, I threaten lethal, which is why I blocked the way I did.
You threaten lethal. So.
Oh wait, do I 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I played Rattlebones into Swarming Gloomveil.
Oh, you played Rattle. Oh, gotcha. So the Rune Chant or the Rosetta is coming at me.
Yeah. So I got 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm threatening 10. So
and the Swarming Gloomveil effect is turned on. Is this the case?
And the Swarming Gloomveil effect is turned on. I made 3 total Rune Chants, 2 from the factories, 1 from the Viscerai Trigger.
Okay. So
if he pummels, he has no arsenal. No, not. Does he always? Yeah, he pummels, he has no arsenal, but that's so minimal. And then I couldn't return if I blocked 6. I was my arsenal, and I had 1 card in hand, and I couldn't return anything. And I think not returning anything just kind of seals the fate for me. So I think it's really important to return this 10 and save 3 life. So I right now don't have an arsenal. But I saved 3 extra life, and just the context of the game right now, in which I'm at 5, I could have been at 2, and that's just a lot worse.
Okay, we're gonna choose the more mathematically strong play. Block 3. On hit doesn't really matter. We're gonna take all the arcane. And then we're going to give this. And then we're going to force you to give us 2 cards.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
I suppose it would be quite bad if you now drew your sync and gave me sync plus 2 equipment. So after all, that's probably not good. Because I went to 2 for this with no equipment. But there's also the chance that you have a bad hand.
This is very good. This is a very good hand.
And there's 1 Rune Chant auto creating next turn as well.
Yep, this is a very good hand. I'm gonna have to I got the juice again, so I'm gonna get to hit you again. What's more likely, that I get a 3rd Tunic resource or that I use my Spellbound Creepers?
Maybe the Terra Sunder was the better play.
Wait, neither. I don't have to make that choice. I can just give you these. And obviously put my grasp. So now, yeah.
I think Terra Sunder was probably the better play. Oh, you're not just going to cast the... Vexing being in the deck puts a lot of pressure on me. But...
Yep.
But you have another one?
Got the... No, I have the Rattlebones
yikes.
Play again.
Yeah.
So it's about the same. It's more damage. And I hope I find
1
and 4, and then 2 and 2. You have Oasis, you have Sigil, right? You have
Yeah, I have
presumably
2
more
sigils left
Oasis.
and 1
Yikes.
Oasis.
Yeah, so you kind of have that in your deck, so that's annoying. Okay, so yeah, let's see.
Does the way I blocked here matter? The way I blocked here does matter.
Thank you. Yes, Viscerai is hard. Viscerai is hard. Oh, did you? Sure.
Yeah, I need to pitch with Showtime. So that I can block with Staunch Response.
Yep. Swarming.
Sadly, you are getting a full hand next turn, which is very scary. I can Staunch Response this, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, was right move, but I am a risk taker. I use life as a resource low, especially you being a 1 dominate attack, being game over. Yep. Being in the 1 dominate attack range to be game over is not good. But my opponent is in such a funky range that
I'm very low
win.
right now.
I probably win now because
unless I see a sigil or an Oasis.
Very true. Very true. What the?
Your response is almost my response to my hand. Did you draw nothing?
No. No, dude.
You drew the all non-attack hand? Oh, yikes. Oh, you have 3 sync blows in this hand? Is this what's happening? Is this what's happening?
No. That's so sad. Oh no. I have to threaten cards from my opponent's hand, so this is the best play, but
alright, so here's what we actually need to undo this. Sorry, I need to do this again.
Actually, I'm gonna do this again. Hold on. I need to
go for it.
Oh my god, no. If I hit
what is
Rosetta,
this? What is this hand? We both drew weird hands apparently, but my hand is actually unironically amazing. So
literally nothing. I think I want to get rid of these sync belows from my hand. Like, I think all of them. I did draw all 3. So this is so fucking...
You just pitch you pitch 2 of them plus Tunic and to make a rune chant and then pitch the last one to Rosetta?
Maybe
you gotta arsenal one of them. You gotta arsenal one of them if you're giving me this much space.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that.
Jeez.
But I have to use Tunic. I have to use Tunic for that. Oh, that's so funny. So I go that. And then yeah, enjoy. So I got baited. Oh man, that's so funny.
Do one of these as well.
Hit him with the 1-2, buckle my shoe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Pitch stacking guide. This is still first cycle. Those are literally where all of his sinks were. Now I presume you just gave me that sync if your hand is good, but not necessarily.
Probably. It's not that good, unfortunately.
But now I know both your sinks are on the bottom of your deck in case that's ever relevant again.
Yes.
But additionally, all my sigils are gone, which is not happy.
You have Oasis Respite, so you're good.
That's true.
How do I pressure?
And you're out of Rune Chant factories, finally.
If I give the sync, I gotta
so annoying.
If I give the sync, I can use this card to.
I have 1 vexing left in the deck.
I can use this card to discard and then grab the last one, I think. 1, 2.
Is anybody in the chat going to Nationals or the Calling in Charlotte? I'm going to play Nats.
Pitch stacking guide? Yeah. Well.
Scared about draft.
Yeah, let's. My hand's bad, so I don't need to give this. So
we can blame FaB Online for not shuffling, right?
So true, so true. That was such a funny hand. I think I was watching Manstand stream the other day, and he got like a very similar hand. He got like he was playing against Dromai, and he didn't see any CNC poppers the whole game, and then it was a hand of 3 CNC, and it was amazing.
CNC is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not upset about it. It's fine.
It's unfortunate that I have to target it
don't
because
get
you're
the
actually
life.
getting 3 cards out of my hand.
Yep.
It's very annoying.
So I'm not upset about this trade here. Now
Honestly,
again, it's
should I
probably
have?
hammer swing.
No, there's no way I can go to 1 because you have a lot of 2-card hands that turn Rosetta on.
Yep.
So hammer swing again, like you said.
Perfect.
You have 1
now,
Vexing Malice left. Sync.
I
2
continue
sinks on the bottom of your
to
deck.
need to
I don't
use
technically
sync.
know you have sync in Arsenal.
So I will go to 1. I'll be happy to go to 1. I don't need that life threshold, and I just save.
Yeah, because you have equipment anyways. Point.
Yep, and I got like the Viscera hand now, so we're chilling.
Yikes. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty
with
good.
some breaky points. -5 counters on my grass. Yep.
That's strong. Okay, so we're sync belowing this. You're coming after this. You're coming in with
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more.
So I will be pitching 2 blues to stop all and go to 2, and then I will be blocking the physical and then hammering.
Nice.
So it doesn't really matter. I don't need to dig for anything in particular.
Saw the line, chat. Saw the line.
Indeed. Dead in 2 Rosetta swings, though, because I have no more sigils and no more Oasis.
So how do I play this hand?
And you have 2 more 4-card hands because you have 2 equipment pieces.
So hopefully, weirdly, I have to sync to try and find a better piece. But I have a good hand again. But I want it to be better. So I'm going to use sync here because no matter what, I actually have like a fine sequence, but I want it to be better. That does not make it much better, but it does something.
If you can't kill me by the time you get stuck with 2 sync belows in hand again, then that'll be something.
Yeah, so I have to... So that's a card, that's a card, that's a card, and then I can arsenal this. So I think I just have to do it that way, and that's a card too. So I'm stripping... I'm not stripping your whole hand, but it's definitely a weird one. This is gonna be a weird hand, but it's gonna be stripping stuff from my opponent. So my opponent gave me a card there, so that means that I am stripping his hand. So that's really good for me.
Oh, you did not play a non-attack, huh?
Yep.
No, there's no way I can go to 1. Oh, that's something.
Yep, so that's what I'm saying. I'm stripping your whole hand with this weird hand, but I'm chill. I'm very confident in my position here.
Yeah, I think you're strong here for sure. You're very
I don't even
strong.
need to chip you to 1. I think I could keep my card in my last card in hand, which I'm very happy
Pitching
with.
there was... I think this, just not in a good scenario. Yeah, I would go to 1 to hammer swing, but you still have 2 equipment, so you block with a card plus an equipment and have a 4-card hand still, and I'm on 1 life, so yeah, I think that was a lose-lose.
Yep, I have my friend here.
My out here would be if you drew a dead hand, but yeah, doesn't happen.
No, do not have the dead hand. I could use... I think I'm going to make sure that I have the breakpoint available to me, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that.
Oof. Yeah, and I'm just stuck with 2 blocks in hand, so I'm very extremely very dead.
Yep, the last card I also kept in my hand.
Ooh, beautiful.
So, navigated that one. Close!
Do you guys want to hear some copium? It ended 1-1, so it was a close game. But the reality is that you overkilled me by 3 and arsenaled a card and had 2 equipment pieces left, so it was not a close game.
I also threatened 102 damage. Holy shit.
Nice. I threatened 72.
Jesus.
Maybe quick rematch will... Oh, we switched deck? Oh yeah, that's fair. We can switch decks.
We stay 1-1. No worry. No, we're never gonna. That's
fair. We'll settle our game with a good old game against FaB.
Yeah. which I've never played. I'm sure I know FaB is easy, so it's like me never playing
FaB is easy.
Or FaB is simple. I don't know.
I think FaB is very straightforward. Like there's intricacies, like arsenaling
Mhm.
Phoenix Flame instead of sending it for 1 is almost always correct, unless you're arsenaling a more powerful card. But and then also like if you do run D-reacts, using them responsibly, but like these are the things that you know already without playing FaB, so
True. I wonder what was. Is still Katsu? Is Katsu? No, Ira might be just like the premier learn to play hero to learn cycles. Just I know she gets a bonus, but it's not.
probably.
I think they made Ira specifically for that. Oh, I should click the link.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense. But she just because learning the turn cycles of the game and learning when to block and when to not block is probably going to be more important to your victory than knowing every card in the game. So we go mask or they're both masked. Okay, do we go momentum or links here?
I'm gonna step away for 1 second while you sideboard. I think you go momentum, by the way. Threatens
Okay,
way more.
sure. And then we probably obviously bring furnace. We don't bring the yacht. We probably we need to remove 8 cards. We're keeping the Art of War. We're keeping this. Do we not keep the salt? If I'm not gonna be really triggering mask, it is a block 3. I think we don't do the belittle plan, so that's a big one. And then I don't know. Rise is good. Even bigger is good. Sulby strike seems fine. Take the tempo seems pog. We're keeping the sinks. I think Lynx is only on them. Thank you. That makes sense. I'm at 63. Huh. I have options. I could remove something like Soul Beast Strike Red, Salt the Wound. I got a Ravenous Rabble. This is fine. It's a 0 for 4, so it's not bad. What else could I remove? I could remove E Strike because it can be clunky. I could remove. I like Rise from the Ashes, but Rise from the Ashes is a 0-3.
Rise from the Ashes is very good. It's a 0 for 4 if you have an attack before your Phoenix Flame.
It's only a 0 for 4 if you have multiple Phoenix Flames available to you.
Yeah, Chris, that's a good point. I think the fact that Steven knew all my cripplings were gone allowed him to be a little bit more aggressive there. And me having all my cripplings gone also was problematic.
I'm gonna remove Soulby Strike blocks 3, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna remove the Ravenous Rabble.
Ravenous Rabble. It could be okay being over 60 just because I can fatigue you.
Say I'm not gonna go that far.
Okay.
Also, yeah, good call, Chris. Yeah, tell Jacob what he did wrong.
I like to know what I did wrong so that I can be better.
True. Let's choose
Caster
this
mode.
Phoenix Flame. Oh yeah, caster mode. I get to go first? I get to chip?
Yes, I think going second is better for Bravo to get the disruption happening. Very unhappy with the fact that I drew all of these cards. I always let this Kodachi hit. Rather block the second one because I know I'm getting chipped anyways. This is very sad.
I'm just gonna throw this out to you.
Okay. This is a yikers.
That's some disruption. Let's see what we got. This hand desperately needs a blue, so it's kind of sad.
All right. Either I can play the Spinal and end with no arsenal, or I could do this trick where I just grab a Showtime and then grab a blue and then hammer for 6 and refund
Fair.
myself by 1 on the next turn when I draw off of Showtime.
The hand is just bad. Do I just do this? I think I take the 6 because I threaten more than 6, obviously.
Oh yeah, there's no way that you blocked a normal hammer when you're on 40 life.
Yeah.
Unless your hand is like completely dead.
And then we kind of hope for a blue here.
Accept the first attack so that I can do
With
something
it.
about mask later.
That's not a
Hit
thing.
anyways.
Play mounting.
We definitely block this one.
Yep. We headlong.
Headlong, probably.
Gaming. Yep, FaB gaming. Yeah, now we're FaB gaming.
Yeah, now we're gaming. This deck runs on hit effects. I mean, I shouldn't know exactly what your deck is, but I know this deck and I know it runs like snatches and other stuff to end the chain with. So
Very
I
true.
think might just save my cards. Take a little bit of damage because I can exhaust your equipment or D-react early, and that's not threatening a mask.
Very true. I did not get my Kodachi swings here to just do like 6 chain links to threat mask. So yeah, it's fine.
Seismic, Spinal Crush.
Very true. Very true.
Spino probably the Seismic probably gets wasted here because I've won what I'm arsenaling, but it is okay.
Yeah. Another weird hand. We do have the Sink in Arsenal, so we're probably gonna use it this turn.
Damn, on a non-dominated attack. That's fair.
Yeah, it's just that I want to get it out of Arsenal and put something else in Arsenal. That might be wrong. It could be, but it's also because I have a lot of armor. But yeah, I could block 6, but then I don't do anything. I think I want to put something else in my arsenal. So I could even, yeah. I could even sink my card. Which I'm going to do. See if something else pops up. Nah, I don't think anything's gonna change. Yeah, that's what I thought. I got a simple attack, which is not bad. He strikes 7.
What is his hand?
Buff power. Wow, they changed the text. Buff power. Lol. I agree.
Block 6.
Lol. I agree. Lol. Block 6. Wow. Arsenal.
Yeah. Seismic gets wasted, but it's okay.
Where are my blues? We block again? I think I blocked too much to be a. I blocked too much to be a FaB player, but no. This hand's great. Even if I block, so I mean it's not great, but it's like fine. It's like fine. Rise into Blaze. Oh yeah, I guess it's a 0 for 4. I see. Yeah, it's a 0 for 4.
Yeah. So you rise into Blaze, which means your last card is a Phoenix Flame.
So it's being FaB's is good with math. He can easily output the 4 card value per card just really well. So I'm doing a 2 card 8, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care. So we're doing 4 card value per card. It's really easy to do that with him. And if you ever just do better, you're gaming.
So I dealt 7, or I blocked 7 and dealt 4. So my card value is only 11 out of 4 cards. Not good, but.
So I'm just gonna sink this because I'm gonna keep threatening stuff from to my opponent, and yeah.
Oh, 2 sinks are gone. Feels good for me. Accept.
There you go.
I know you run Ancestral, so I'm going to be safe because this turn I need a little bit of wiggle room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's give you... The on-hit effect of this does not really matter. I guess you could banish a Snatch, which would be PogChamp. But
Yep.
other than that, it's irrelevant.
Cost less than the number of Draconic Jane Lace to control and give it go again. Sure, I'm gonna do it, but I don't need to.
Oh, Salt the Wound. Nice.
Yeah, because FaB ability just costs 4, so that's fine.
Twice.
It's just a 4. So just 1/1, 4/4, 3 cards. I think it's fine.
So that's 10 off of 3 cards. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's only 2 less value than what you want, but we're setting the pace, which is what's important here.
Yeah. I get to do a pretty good cycle here. I'm falling behind on life total because of all the damage I'm leaking, which is not good.
Don't have.
I can make up for it soon.
Oh, later, Cody.
Later.
If I take this 6, I'm losing a pretty powerful card, but I threaten some good amount of damage. But I just love being patient. I just love being patient.
That is fair.
I don't want to give my equipment. I could give. No, I haven't even triggered Shuko.
Tempo is everything with FaB. I agree.
Tempo's everything with FaB. Yeah, I just keep. If Tempo's everything, that means I just take the CNC and then I go like. And then I threaten damage. Oh man, this is a weird one. I haven't gotten a good opportunity to use this Arsenal card. Maybe I'm using it incorrectly, or thinking about it too broadly. Not having Tunic for this card also kind of weird. I think I block 6. It's weird, but I'm gonna block 6. Also, being able to block feels good. I have the lead. I can just block when I need to. That's 2 CNCs down as well.
So you block with Assault and a Lava Burst. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, and it's a lot of damage, but it's very tough call. Okay, could block Salt, Lava, and then get E and push some damage. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, Samajama. That's a funny name. Farwell's horrible matchup for FaB? Actually, no. That's from what I heard.
I feel like this matchup is pretty even. I don't feel super confident, but I do know that Bravo has strength. I think we have to let this hit. So we can try to take some momentum for ourselves.
Even bigger than that, so you don't take the 1. And we got the exact card that we wanted. What about these other cards? I do want all of this at the top. So top. I think it's how we do it.
That's pretty strong. And if you have a Razor, then this is the nuts, but there's no way I can play around that.
So there's Snatch.
If you have Razor, this is 2 card draws with Go again, and that's insane.
Nope, no Razor.
Okay, my life is saved.
Okay.
Crippling Crush off of 2 blues, very good value.
Very good
All
value.
my Command and Conquers are gone. This actually sucks. I'm out of a lot of disruption here. Yikes.
Yep. You've been using your disruption undominated and me having block value in cards is pretty good.
Yeah. Having cards that block for 3 and Ninja is like unironically important.
This is
like
crazy. I get to
Red Soul Beat Strike Inclusion.
8. Yeah, and you haven't thrown a pummel this whole game, so I just kind of get to go off and do whatever I want. And like I keep threatening the break points and keep chipping you damage while I'm keeping my life total exactly where I want it. So I've been feeling pretty just using FaB as a regular math machine.
Yeah.
So sort of. If you keep tempo and Bravo doesn't hit his big attack, it's not bad. I would say slightly favor for FaB at a high level, but not sure. That's interesting TCG talk. Very interesting. I'm just going to keep blocking efficiently and just using my cards efficiently. So now I get to Rise from the Ashes again to my 0 for 4 into my 0 for 3.
Which is actually a 0 for 6.
Which is, yeah. But like the value of my 2 cards were 7 now, which is, not full.
Oh, but the last card in your hand is a Phoenix Flame.
So you know that I'm just going to be threatening 7 damage here. So at this life total, I can probably take a big damage attack. Probably not Spinal and not do anything amazing. Unless I have either E-Strike or What's that other card? Take the Tempo. Those are good, like, 2-card hands that I could do to my opponent.
Yeah.
Did we finally get a hand? We still don't have the hand that I want.
I think Chris is right. Bravo in previous meta was running a lot more disruption. Like I was running Chokeslam and Erase Face as well. Right now I'm a little bit more defensive. I have sigils and stuff in the deck to help me with the Guardian Mirror. Because I think Oldhim is very strong and prevalent right now. But I might need to at least add Chokeslam back in because Chokeslam is very strong.
Yep. I'm annoyed that I haven't been able to use this card in my arsenal, so I'm just gonna use it.
Oof.
Oh,
are you waiting for like a double amplifier turn or something?
I was waiting for stuff. Buff
Something.
your actions and banish draw 2. Now, which one do I? Man, it's probably this one. So, sick. Okay. We get to. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Rise into Blaze for 8. Okay.
Blaze Headlong for 8. It's a lot.
This is probably when I finally get to use my stuff. I drew some good stuff. The last time I played 5 was at the Utrecht Calling, and the Bravos ran away more disruption against 5. Oh, that's what you were reading. Okay.
There's going to be more attacks to block this turn, so I'm just going to let this hit probably.
Ooh.
Phoenix Flame is going to be coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think we give this on the Phoenix Flame.
I think we have to threaten the damage, and it's annoying.
Chris asked, "What's the reasoning for Sigil and Bravo?" Sigil, I'm not really executing it correctly against the aggro heroes, but the actual reason is that I should be using Sigils, Sinks, and Oasis, not Oasis against Fi because it's awkward, in the first cycle, and actually do some big damage in the second cycle because of how evasive their little ping damage is. Additionally, Sigil helps you bluff Pummel and get around Ice React with Oldhim. So what you do is keep 2 cards in hand, the card you want to arsenal plus the Sigil, and go past reactions because they're not going to Ice React you. And then during your normal step of doing stuff, you just Sigil because they can't Ice React you at that point, and then you arsenal your last card. So it's kind of a tech against Oldhim. It's also nice for the mirror. It's nice for Reinars if they're starting to come out. It just helps you survive longer against the aggro decks. I'm a big fan of it. Bluffing Pummel is always very good, especially because we're running Command and Conquers now. I don't know if it's amazing. I also like it against Icelander, actually. You can use it to clear Frostbites and get your life back, so that you have more chances to pivot before they hit their second cycle.
Our hand just does more.
So I could have blocked 3 more that turn, would have been better than hammering, but it's okay. You arsenaled a card instead of attacking with it on an Art of War turn, so either it was too expensive or it's a D-react.
Very true.
And sink this.
My opponent's blocking me.
I think I sink this.
Cheating.
Yeah. Cheating. I love blocking.
No. I'm gonna get to chip only 2 damage. Womp,
we're getting leaked here. Oh, you're gonna Kadachi me. I see.
Yeah, Kadachi. A very inefficient one. I could have kept the. I don't know. I could have played that card. All right. We got stuff.
Yikes! Don't want to hear that.
We got items in our deck. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be like okay, actually, but I'm excited for it. Pass.
Accept. This one
Look
gets
at this
blocked.
chip damage. And then we go even bigger than that.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Chris, on bluffing Pummel is not the strongest play at super high levels because a lot of times they know how to make the play that works whether you have it or not. I do think there are times like in the very late game where they could be like hedge their bets. But I think the other abilities that the other tech that you get from Sigil is enough. And if anything, bluffing pummel is mental stress, so your opponent has to play around that.
This even bigger than that is actually super cool. Because I get to go, I want to keep this card. I want to keep this card, and then I want to put this one on top, right? And then
Okay.
I get to
East
pass
strike.
on
Damn,
this.
that's a really good even bigger than that target.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
So I
draw
get
the
to
other card off the
Draw
top.
the other card, yep. And I know what it is, and I really wanted it.
You really wanted it.
Like, it's really good with my curve.
Hmm.
What do we got? Kodachi,
Think...
E-Strike, Soaring. Yeah.
Oh, you've used the Kodachis already. So the last card in hand, I'm currently... You still haven't used that Arsenal card. I feel like that card in Arsenal must be a D-React. Does the on-hit effect of this matter? The on-hit effect probably doesn't matter, and if it's a snatch, then I can still block the snatch. You're not going to Phoenix Flame me because you will only have one Draconic Chain Link. So it's very likely that I should just take this damage and block whatever effect you come in after this.
Yep. I get to banish that and play it. So it has to go again.
Yeah, so even if I'm blocking 3 whether I did that or not, and the go again is probably not going to be relevant. But if you do snatch me, then I have it covered.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
But we're winning this this chip war.
Yeah, you're dealing a lot of damage to me. I'm definitely not in the pilot seat this game.
So we get to brand Draconic Kodachi.
Draconic Kodachi is pretty strong.
We're gonna have to use snaps here kind of inefficiently.
I think I was a little bit too ahead of myself arsenaling this card.
I could, yeah, Furnace doesn't do anything. I could just like, I could just Phoenix Flame. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use snaps very inefficiently here, but I think that's okay. I'm still leaking damage no matter what. And I think I'm going. It doesn't matter how I do it. My opponent is blocking the same way no matter how I throw these cards out. It makes sense. Just the part about bluffing pummel that I don't believe in. Oof. Most of the time, the opponent can't play around pummel. There's so much you can do to play around pummel. Sometimes taking the damage is correct. You just gotta evaluate your hand. Pummel CNC.
No, I think he's saying that like you have the chance to make the correct decision. Like hedging your bets isn't always like the worst thing.
Fair.
I'm gonna block like this.
Yep. I'm gonna snap it because I need to keep threatening, and I don't threaten much more if I don't. My card arsenal was a take the tempo.
Ooh, nice.
Which
so
it's not active actually.
Nope. Oh, it's not active? Oh,
not active. Because I've only hit once, and this is gonna be the second hit. So if you really want to, you don't need to like.
Okay, PogChamp. Yeah, we're definitely not blocking that then. Life gain moment. And now that you're on 20 cards in deck, this is where we hope that you start drawing a lot of blues, and we can maybe punish. But maybe not.
Brand.
I think this happens.
Kodachi of the Draconic variety. A Kodachi of the non-Draconic variety.
Take.
A FaB ability. One of my probably first Shuko activations.
Oh man, I think still have one more Sink Below in the deck. Oh, you have all your equipment live too. So a 3 block plus all equipment stops Crippling Crush. I think I need to just commit to attrition here, sadly. Very sadly. And that requires blocking with this and saving my equipment.
Here is a rising. This just threatens 1 damage, but like I think I gotta play it. Hope for a 0 cost attack. And it's an attack that doesn't matter, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to pass here.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. I'm probably gonna take something you throw at me here, so it's fine. Did you use?
The question is, do I make a seismic here?
I'm gonna get hit. I hope Dynasty has Kodachi with a new art that goes with FaB. I mean, altars. Altars are cool.
I don't think we make a seismic. We have to be pretty defensive, and this card's going to help us.
Okay,
There's no way that we have room to cast that card in Arsenal.
Kodachi.
Sadly taking this.
Do I go for...
So you have 1 Ancestral potentially left.
Kodachi. Give me a real card this time?
Blocked.
Nice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Less even bigger.
And you have very few cards left in the deck.
I do have very few cards left in the deck. I think we go...
We might see me defensively use the crown just to turn my Arsenal card into a blocking to really put the fatigue pressure on you.
I think we go...
The problem is I'm Kodachi locked very soon.
Top.
Not happy about that.
This is not going to matter again. Oh shit, I need to undo that. Can I undo? Oh no. Cool. I did it in the wrong order. We want it top, top, top.
So put all 3 cards on top.
Yes.
It's not good news.
I think it's okay for you. We're gonna go with.
What was revealed? That was Soaring Strike. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep kind of hitting breakpoints, and it doesn't matter here too much.
You're gonna do this and sink below.
Oh yeah.
I think we sink the pummel.
Yeah, and we ancestral it to get the
Ancestral's pretty good.
Just put that is a +2.
This is not good. Probably should have thought twice.
Thought twice. Choose a card from hand. Oh, I did not have the Draconic Chain Links to do this appropriately. Never mind on the on-hit effect there. Damn, that's kind of a waste there then. Yeah, just get to do breakpoint into other breakpoint. And
I wonder what you have in Arsenal.
And
that could be it. If the Arsenal is Lava Burst, then I'm actually... if you might be out of Lava Bursts. 1? No, you're not. You've only used 2. I think I actually need to give my Crown of Providence to be safe. Oh, instant speed Phi to buff Flame? Do you have enough?
Could have instant speed Phi.
Oh, yeah, you could have paid
you're right.
2.
You're right. That was the play. That was the play.
That sounds
100%, 100%. Because I was always gonna have like the extra floating for this. Thank you.
I think in this scenario, I need to do this.
Pankaj just comes here every time to tell me I'm doing a wrong thing. It's fine. Yeah. My opponent will block with a 3-block card, and it won't matter anyway. Yeah. There we go.
I think I have to do this. It's not like it matters on attack.
Kodachi. So now...
Yeah. If you actually ended up... that would have been a better turn for me if you did that, because if you would have Phoenix Flamed before your last attack, I could have blocked with Crown of Providence cleanly on the Phoenix Flame and had a better... could have blocked different... I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have changed anything.
You don't know anything.
Not sure. Yeah, you're right. Time to get Kodachi locked. I don't have any sigils
I don't
left.
have a lot of stuff left in my deck myself. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to think about what are the last few cards I have in my deck to like push through this final damage.
Don't
And
forget
I
to
have one
walk
of
the
them in my
dog.
hand, but I can't really.
I'll remember.
Steven, please bring that crazy hair back. That is all. Thank you, Ken. Ken is a longtime viewer from from number one, and he always says this. He always wants me to bring my hair back. It's growing. My hair is growing. There's no denying that. I could go for it, but it feels really bad because I don't recall what I have available to me, and it might not be good enough. So I think I just go a simple attack, and my opponent can't really disrupt, or my opponent will need to give me blocks, like, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with my opponent giving me blocks, and I just wait.
I'm very scared of the extra 3 cards in your hand. I think I need to go to 1 just in case all of those cards need to be blocked.
Yeah, my opponent can't block everything. I mean, they can, but I'm also kind of attritioning.
This doesn't have go again.
It doesn't have go again. I don't need to have go again at this time. My opponent can just give me 2 cards. One of them can be yeah. They're not able to give me, and this is the hand I kind of wanted to use for that. So now
you
this
kept
hand,
a card in hand at the end of that turn. I feel like you kept a lava burst.
Yeah. So now I can do this.
Probably
and I think
not.
that my other card available.
Dying soon.
I wish I knew exactly what my pitch deck was. I think I know one of them is this, or at least 2 cards. Number. I have 8 cards. Cards number like 7 and 6 are like 2 blue snatches. The rest of them, I'm like not 100% sure what they are. Probably some of the blue soul beach strikes, and those would be really bad. At this time. So I think we just chill. I think we sync to set a different card arsenal. I think we use the last sync here. Doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. I have so much. Yeah. So I'm gonna be able to do all the good stuff here. I'm gonna do the
time to just click very quickly because I have no choice on every single attack.
So actually, I forgot. I just win here. So
yeah, you win if you have 2 more attacks.
Yeah, I do.
Watch this. Your Phoenix Flame is never gonna hit me at this rate. Watch me block your Phoenix Flame so strongly. Not ready.
Yeah. I wish I could BM. Okay, I'm not gonna be. I'm just gonna keep going. You fool! You should have saved that for Lavaverse.
I know, but I'm dead to Phoenix Flame anyways, and then I can't cast the unmovable. So
I have one.
GG.
Because Kodachis are good.
GG. So maybe if I blocked a little bit more, then I could fatigue you truly, or maybe if I don't know.
How much time did you take on your turn? This thing
has
does
it tell you?
On top of this play stats, it says I took 18 minutes and 2 seconds.
Oh, I took 10 minutes and 54 seconds. Oh, that's sick.
Bruh,
dang, that stat is awesome, bro.
You better think more.
I mean, it doesn't take very much thoughts to just block all 4 cards every hand and then sometimes send big number.
I feel like I stopped. This is the Carlson versus Hans game. Is that a chess meme? Also, thank you
Carlson
so much
versus Hans? Oh, yeah. I know about that.
Yeah.
Magnus Carlsen, the best chess player in the world, is saying that someone cheated against him. And then today he got paired into that guy and then conceded without even playing. Crazy.
Sheesh. That's strong dedication to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, pro fight gamer over here. I ended at 13. Not even close, baby.
Ended at 13, Pero. Like, let's look at your deck. 8 cards.
What? Oh yeah, I can see which ones they were. So
yeah. You had 1 Lava Burst left, right?
That was my last Lava Burst. I had an Art of War in hand. So I could have drawn my next hand and Art of War a amazing Brand with Cinder Claw, Soulbeat Strike that wouldn't have go again, Fluster that wouldn't have go again, Snatch wouldn't have go again. So this was going to be like a really wasted Art of War. So I should have used it at some point for sure. I pitched it at some point in the mid game because it was kind of extra.
Yeah.
And I had more pressing stuff in the arsenal, like Sink Below, or like another Lava Burst, or I always Take the Tempo. Take the Tempo stuck in my arsenal for a really long time. I wonder if that card just never comes in
Yeah,
for
that
this
card, I
matchup.
did not realize that that's what that could have been. But now that I know to look out for that, where like on a lot of turns you didn't connect or you didn't end with go again, instead of a direct, it could also be a take the tempo.
Rise from the Ashes was great. Actually, because you're not using your hero ability all that much, as a boost dash main, I know that it doesn't matter how
Yeah,
many cards are left in your library as long as your opponent is dead. So true.
yeah.
You guys are
But it
both
doesn't
locked
matter
in.
how much life you have if your library is dead. So that's the inverse.
True. I'll let you take that question from Wolsney away.
Yeah.
Because we all
I'm
we have
going
is
to
like
Nats
question
this
time here.
weekend. I'm
I'm
locked
not.
into Bravo for sure. I just cannot learn another hero in time. Honestly, if I were to switch, I would switch to FaB. I think FaB is undeniably strong. The only thing you have to worry about is knowing what your matchup is like into Oldhim and Icelander, and probably Lexi if they show up. But you're
Mhm.
pretty good at damage against the rest of the decks, and you just like eat Dromai's lunch. And Dromai's probably going to be pretty popular. Um,
Yeah.
Pivot to Kano. Mastery in 2 days. I don't know about that. I don't think I have
Sheesh.
the brain powers for that. But
I,
I'm a
I'm not. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. No, I was just gonna say I'm not locked into the exact 80 cards in my Bravo list and the game plans that I'm playing against each hero, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play Bravo.
Yeah. Jacob has been a blue man enjoyer for the longest time.
Yeah.
So it's not a bit. It's not hard to see.
Yeah.
Um, by the way, fun stat before I say my thing. I've swung with Kodachi 19 times.
Swung with Kodachi 19 times. I
Yeah,
only swung with Hammer 7 times, so dang.
get good.
Good indeed.
So I
Yeah.
am not going to Nats because I did not play a lot this season at all because I had other priorities in my life, but including the channel, all you guys. So I blame you guys for not being able to go to Nats. JK. Um, Azalea's goaded right now, even Bolton. Wow. It's very linear, don't worry. Oh, if we're talking, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some Waning Boon Kano that looks chef's kiss.
Bruh.
I love the tempo game plan with the ability to just like uh kill you out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere, obviously. Plan kill you out of nowhere. It's like or plan kill. Um I'm not good enough. That's fair. I just didn't play any other Road to Nats or did anything. I just had a different life situation. I am going to the Worlds and just to compete in the side events. Um, and then yeah, new wizard card has me hyped. Yeah, I'm already thinking about double red of those cards and then just chucking a fork lightning and doing a bunch of damage. What was I
Sounds very
saying?
scary.
If I were going to Nats, I would bring Fi as well because well, is that a lie? I'd probably bring Briar. I'm a Briar enjoyer. I went undefeated last nationals with Briar when it was when it was all full power, all embodiments I could have in the world, all lightning Briar.
So
But still,
nasty.
it was so nasty. But I went undefeated, so I think I have Briar has a special place in my heart. And there's no reason to keep it quiet because I don't think you guys are gonna say anything. But if Briar is not living legend by the time Worlds comes around, I will be playing a janky Briar build for my side events that includes Channel Thundersteep. So I'm very excited about that one.
Nice.
I've been playing it a lot in FaB Online, and I know all the play lines. I recently was able to get my 54 card main board with the 18 card sideboard, and I feel pretty confident about it. I think there's just one card I'm not 100% sure of. Weasley, please. Uh, is Rebecca here? Okay, I was gonna say, oh no, Rebecca's screaming. Uh, but yeah, that's it. Jank Briar. And top 8 that's goaded for a one-handed high schooler. Very true, very true. Uh, 2 Road to Nationals, top 8. One of them missed top 8 in the second. Yeah, some really close calls. I am a notable top 8. I get top 8s. I just never. I'm always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I haven't won a skirmish or a Road to Nats or a Pro Tour, but I did pretty good. I know I'm a fine enough player. I just need to I don't know, draw better. I guess.
Yeah.
But that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I don't know about Briar in the current meta. Honestly, I think everyone is just playing the hero that they are best at. I think the meta is, if I had to guess, I would say Oldhim is the best deck right now, but it
Hmm.
takes a lot of skill to pilot Oldhim into his harder matchups like Dash and Dromai and even Icelander, I think. But aside from
So,
that, the margins are a lot closer, and there's not like an overwhelming there's not like an equivalent to Lightning Briar where it's just gonna roll every single thing without even being close. So there's a lot more room for skill expression. My only problem with Bravo is he's kind of punishing with mistakes, and every single one of your games, like I don't think Bravo has any easy wins. So I have to like work all day long trying to make my decisions correctly, and that's exhausting. And also I'm error prone, so that's my only gripe with playing Bravo. But I love that hero. I love this hero, and I'm pretty happy being able to play it after Prism is gone. So I think I have to take the opportunity.
oh yeah, I played a lot of Prism, and don't worry, thank you for saying that, Jacob. I am goated at Briar, so definitely I will win.
Yeah, so true, bestie.
I'm like the best Briar player in the world.
Yeah,
Uh, that's it. I think
yeah,
that's our time for today.
yeah,
Thank you, everybody.
yeah. That's gonna be it for us. Thanks everyone for tuning in and watching. We appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting with us. Like and
Like, subscribe.
subscribe. Yeah, same YouTube channel, new name, Card Advantage. If there's anybody new that hasn't seen us before, we make educational content. We have a video coming out this week, which we're pretty excited about, which is going to be talking about more advanced ways to analyze the turn cycle, other than just doing plus and minus on blocks and attacks. So excited about that, and yeah, we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.